Hi, everyone. Judge Andrew Napolitano here for Judging Freedom. Today is Tuesday, May 17, 2022. It's about 11:50 in the morning here on the East Coast of the United States. While you slept last night, the United States Senate voted 81-11 to spend $40 billion, a number larger than the entire defense budget of the country of Ukraine, to ship military hardware or release military hardware that's already been shipped, and for other humanitarian aid to Ukraine. So President Biden requested $33 billion. The House of Representatives increased that to $40 billion. It went to the Senate, and we'll play for you what happened. First, Senator Mitch McConnell demanding the $40 billion be released immediately, and second, Senator Rand Paul saying effectively no.
The Ukrainians need it. We need to do it today. Helping Ukraine is not an instance of mere philanthropy. It bears directly on America's national security and vital interests.
My oath of office is to the U.S. Constitution, not to any foreign nation. And no matter how sympathetic the cause, my oath of office is to the national security of the United States of America. We cannot save Ukraine by dooming the U.S. economy. This bill under consideration would spend $40 billion. This is the second spending bill for Ukraine in 2 months, and this bill is 3 times larger than the first.
So when Senator Paul did that last week, the Senate chamber was effectively empty, except for Senator Mitch McConnell, the Republican leader, and Senator Charles Schumer, the Democratic leader. Senator Schumer was asking for unanimous consent to spend $40 billion. The Senate has a rule that if nobody objects, then it's deemed unanimous, and they don't actually have to have a roll call vote on it. So when Senator Paul said, effectively, I object, then there is no unanimous consent. That means they go to debate and then a roll call vote. They held that roll call vote last night. The clip you saw from Senator Paul was on Thursday of last week, so he held it up for 3 days. Last night was the vote. It was 81-11. 11 Republican senators voted no, mainly conservative Republicans, basically saying enough is enough. It's too much money. We don't have it. We have to go out and borrow it, and Ukraine's going to lose anyway. So that's where it stands. What did Senator Paul accomplish by forcing the vote? A couple of things. He forced senators to go on the record as being in favor of wasting this money. He forced a national debate over the weekend on whether we should even be spending this kind of money. He knew he was going to lose, but it's the best shot you have when you're going to lose is to force your opponents to take an opinion and to explain themselves. Most of you have heard Scott Ritter, who's a superstar on Judging Freedom. When he comes on, 100,000 of you click on to watch him. He and Phil Giraldi and other iconoclasts have argued that Ukraine is doomed to lose, and by us giving them all this money, we are just causing more death and destruction and postponing the inevitable. So the $40 billion is gone. Did we actually send $40 billion there? No. We sent some billions there in wired money to the Ukraine government. The rest was just release of military equipment that's already there. Older equipment that is ours in Poland and that is NATO's in other NATO countries. The Russians know where this stuff is stored. Sometimes they destroy it before we can hand it over to the Ukrainians. Sometimes they destroy it before we can train the Ukrainians. When this equipment is damaged, we don't have the spare parts to repair it, and the Ukrainians don't know how to repair it. So this is not an optimal situation at all. And much of that $40 billion, as Senator Paul intimated, will be wasted. We'll see how this ends up. Judge Napolitano for Judging Freedom.